Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to play Seirawan chess, which introduces two new pieces. They are the eagle and the elephant. In Seirawan chess, the eagle can move like a knight and like a bishop. The elephant, on the other hand, can also move like a knight, but instead of moving like a bishop, it can also move like a rook. So basically the eagle is a knight and a bishop, and the elephant is a knight and a rook. These pieces can be placed when a normal chess piece makes its first move on the board. My goal is to win 3 chess games in this video. Let's get started with game number 1. I was kind of surprised when I saw this was a variant because I used to watch Yasser Seirawan's chess lectures on the St. Louis Chess Club channel, and apparently this is his variation, which is pretty cool. I have no idea what the meta here is or what the strategy is, but what I do know is when you move a piece, the square that it just vacated, you can drop one of these 2 pieces into, but only on the first turn. So for example, if I were to move this pawn again, I couldn't drop either of these pieces on that square because that would be its second move. So I guess it'd be better to just get it on the board sooner rather than later. So I'm going to go ahead and put the eagle right behind where I move this bishop, which I think makes sense because it can also move like a bishop and then later it can move like a knight. As far as the elephant, I'm not really sure where I'm going to put it. Probably behind another knight, I guess would make sense. That way it can also develop like a knight and therefore move like a rook right after. Like he just did, right? He moved his knight, dropped the elephant right behind it. Let's go ahead and move this knight and drop the elephant right there on g1. And now I just have both of them on the board. Also, something kind of interesting to point out, if you promote a pawn, you can promote to an elephant or an eagle, but you can also promote to a queen, which I assume is still the strongest piece. I mean, I'm not really sure now that I think about it, but... Okay, we get knight to c6. This looks like a normal chess game that's now overridden with some suspicious pieces, but go ahead and play e3. If you guys watched my last episode, you guys know that I'm doing my best to keep an eye out for suspicious piece movements. Because that's usually where I fail these challenges. We'll play c3, is when I get cocky or I trust my intuition when there's no intuition to be trusted. And they make a suspicious piece move and I forget that it can do something weird. Let's go and play bishop d3. Tried and true, I'm still playing the London, even though we have these weird pieces on the board. I guess I've locked in my eagle, although it could develop like a knight to b3 eventually. Let's go ahead and develop this guy to e2. Feeling pretty good about this. If he castles short, which it looks like he intends to do, I'm throwing all of my pieces in that direction, and we're going to figure things out the hard way. In the meantime, let's play knight to d2 to be inconspicuous. We have to try not to be suspicious, and with any luck, he'll castle right here. Not to mention he's moved a lot of pieces. Nice. Okay, he castled, and I'm already excited because I can feel the attack coming. We'll start with moving the elephant, which also moves like a rook, so it's kind of like having a rook on g3 that can retreat at any time. I'm probably just going to leave my king here as well. He's running out of pieces to move for the first time. I think these are the only pieces, well, if you include these pawns, I guess, that he hasn't moved yet. So in theory, he could drop the eagle behind any of those. Let's go ahead and move our own eagle to e2. Again, don't be suspicious. All right, he moved a5. That's it. We're going in. h4. h4, we're going for the kill. Okay, and he finally drops the eagle on this side of the board. Threatens my bishop, which I'll go ahead and capture here. Oh, I guess he could recapture. I probably should have calculated that a little more. Because now the eagles are looking at each other. So I guess I'll go ahead and trade off the eagles. Has to be a fair trade. We traded 2 bishops and 2 eagles, so I guess that's fair. And we'll play queen to e2, centralize the queen, allow for a long castle, and we do that with tempo on the rook. I'm assuming he has to move the rook. Oh, okay, he defends it. That works as well, although that does... Oh, it doesn't hang c7 because this is a rook. That's right. Watch out for the suspicious pieces. That's right, that's right. All right, does h5 here work? Takes. I would lose my elephant and only win back a pawn, but I would have a pretty sturdy attack going on. I'm going to castle long first and then play h5. That way, if my rook actually comes up here, I lose the elephant, but I'm also ready to double my rooks. That should be pretty close to crushing. Okay, knight to d7, that's it. We're going in. We're going in for the kill, not to mention this knight disconnects the elephant from the c7 pawn, which is hanging now, but it's not worth it to open up a semi-open file on my own king when I have this kingside attack going on. So I'll go ahead and take on g6. Takes back on g6 with the elephant. We can trade elephants, sure. And now that it's all normal pieces, I think I've done a good job of opening up his position at basically no risk to my own king. I mean, even if this happens in the long run, b3, and there's nothing else happening there, we'll take. Okay, rook to h8 is now going to be our issue. What do I actually play here? Let's play rook to h3 to try to double the rooks. Worst case scenario, he trades off one rook, but I have another rook right behind it, so I will be the one in the end with control of the open file. I'm also down to 50 seconds, I just realized. So I'm going to throw some pre-moves in there to help my case here a little bit. I'm also tempted to here sacrifice, bring the queen in, rook in right after, knight can come in. So I'll go ahead and set that up, see if he allows it. There's also queen here, which hits this and e6 at the same time, which is a little more concrete, right? Doesn't give away the knight so easily. Queen to e8 defends both of those things. Wow, that was pretty sturdy move on his part. Luckily, we can still sacrifice. Because if the queen takes, we pin the queen to the king, and if the king takes, we play check and pick up the queen, which is always a good sign. If you can ever pick up a free queen, do it. We'll take, oh, he resigned. Okay. Hey, I'm pretty happy with that game. I think we did a good job of utilizing the pieces and then kind of getting them out of the way when they were becoming a problem. Yeah, we just had the positional advantage of this open file, and that pretty much won us the entire game. And then, of course, there was that fancy little tactic at the end with the knight sacrifice. All right, let's go ahead and move on to game number 2. All right, let's go game number 2. We do get the black pieces this time, but as far as I could tell from the last game we just played, it's not that dissimilar to regular chess. It seemed to be to my advantage to get those pieces out, these eagles and elephants on the board as quickly as possible, so I can start strategizing how to actually use them. And so I don't run out of opportunities to actually drop them on the board. As he did right there, bishop to d2, he dropped the eagle. I can't just take that though. Okay, that doesn't change that I'm going to take free pawns, however. So, okay, we get eagle here. What's the idea here? Like some crazy sacrifice or something? Am I intimidated by that? No, but I am going to drop my eagle here anyways. So if we do get a crazy sacrifice, I can take back. Not that I'm intimidated by it. Very clear, I'm not intimidated by it. But just in case. Just in case there's some strategy I don't know about. Okay, we do get bishop to c4, which tells me that that was pretty much his plan. And he's dropped the elephant on f1. Fair play to him. Let's go ahead and play e6. Oh, and I can't drop it behind a pawn, I guess. Oh, well, you learn something new every day. Can't drop it behind a pawn. It has to be behind an actual piece. Well, that would have been good to know a second ago. All right, we get the eagle to a5, defended by the bishop, threatening my queen. Understood. Reasonable move. Let's go ahead and play b6 and drop it. Drop it. I mean, protect our queen. b6 to protect our queen, not to drop anything. I'm assuming it just has to go back to c3 or b3, I guess. Because if it goes to b4, I get a trade. And I can't imagine that my bishop is worth the same as an eagle. Okay, it does go back to c3. Kind of want to get my elephant in the game as well. I'm just not sure when to do that. And obviously he's moved it to c3 to defend the d4 pawn, so I can't just take it. But let's do this. Let's move the eagle to e7. Oh, you can't drop it behind another suspicious piece either. Oh, that makes sense as well. Okay. All right, we get bishop to b5, which looks like a free bishop. Now I have to ask myself, why would that not be a free bishop? If he takes with the elephant, there's nothing happening. If he takes with the eagle, it's check. I defend. Oh my goodness, that would be horrendous. Whoa, wait, did he see that? That's crazy. Oh wait, no, it doesn't work. Okay. Here's what I saw that freaked me out. I need to talk quickly. I'm down to 1:30. Takes, bishop d7. Looks like this is like smothered mate, but the eagle is defending right here. So give me the free piece. I mean, I don't see what the drawback is. Here? Oh, and I'm also going to drop this guy while I'm at it. Sweet. And this is defended, so yeah, get out of here, get lost. All right, we'll develop to c6, and I think we're in business. This is good. I don't see anything we need to be afraid of. We'll drop this guy over here. You go there. We'll castle. Happy ever after, or something like that anyways. Let's play here, sure. We can even play the bishop here, since it'd be defended by the elephant, and we can kind of threaten this. Oh, I see. He's threatening to take here. But then I get to trade a good piece for a mediocre piece, so even though I lose the pawn in the process, I'm not concerned, except a draw. No, my friend, this is not a drawn position. I am down to a minute, though, so I need to play a little bit concisely. A little bit quickly. No need to rush, though. I need to keep an eye on these suspicious pieces. As long as I do that, I think I'll be fine. We'll castle. What do you move like? A knight and a rook? That's right. Okay. Let's do this little number. Stops the pawn, hits the queen. Seems promising. Give me your queen. Nice, that was so good. Finally, I'm not on the receiving end of the funny business of these weird pieces. For once. For once, I'm the one with the upper hand. Well deserved, I think. It was about time for me to get a win over these suspicious pieces. Slowly, the time situation is evening out as well. Evening? Is getting more even? Anyways, he hits our knight. Let's defend it with our bishop. He still has both special pieces on the board. Hopefully I can get a trade in here, because I'm also threatening to trap the rook. Oh, but he can defend it. Wow, that's pretty creative, I can't lie. We'll play here. Kind of pins the elephant to the eagle. Not a sentence I thought I would ever say, but welcome to the world of variant chess. We'll go ahead and take. That was free, I'm pretty sure. And not to mention we're threatening this with discovered check. Yeah, I think we're making a pretty smooth comeback on this game. I don't see us throwing this one to the wayside. This is pretty much just us. We'll take with check. Liberate the bishop. I might even just bring it back. Okay, he's allowed us to trap his rook instead. I'm going to go ahead and pre-move that capture, because there's nothing he can do about it. And give me the knight as well. And this should be a pretty easy transition. Let's bring out the elephant, just to flex my variant chess piece knowledge. Bring out the elephant, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's going to be something amazing. Yeah, there we go. All right, he didn't give me a chance to flex my elephant muscles, but we did get that second victory. Let's go ahead and play game number 3. All right, game number 3, we've been blessed with the white pieces, so we can play the London system. Or whatever the London is called when you have an eagle and an elephant floating around the board. We'll go ahead and do the same thing, drop the eagle behind the bishop. And this person is rated 1440, which tells me they've lost probably 2 games at this point. So we should be in for our third victory right here, but I can't get too cocky. We'll play, what should I play here? Let's play the eagle to e3 so we can quietly and inconspicuously hit the bishop. Maybe he won't notice. Okay, he did notice and he defended it. Unless that's how he plays this opening anyways. So that was kind of dumb, but we'll get out this guy as well. If he plays anything like my first opponent, he'll castle short, and I have both of my pieces here ready to leap into action, which is quite promising. Even g4 here is a possibility. The elephant backs it up, the eagle protects it, c3, skedaddle skadoodle. What? Is that for me? Gift for me, thank you. I accept presents, even if Christmas passed a long time ago. I'm still receiving presents, thank you. Okay, puts the eagle on g8, so he knows how these pieces move. And I've done myself quite the number on this bishop. I guess I should just play g4 right now if I'm going to commit to it. But at the same time, I want to allow him to castle this way. Let's see. I could also trade. Takes back, doubles his pawns, and then maybe I can develop my bishop this way, but it feels like I've lost a very valuable and tricky piece at that point. What? Why would you resign? I was just calculating. My opponent got intimidated by my incredible usage of the elephant and the eagle, and understood that at this very, very high rating that I have, I was too powerful to play against. Okay, that wasn't really fair. I felt like I got robbed of a good game, so let's go ahead and play one more, even though, for the sake of the actual video, we have won all 3 games. Let's go ahead and run that back one more time. All right, game number 4. Hopefully we get to play this one all the way through, because I don't want to just win all 3 games. I want to feel like I, proved my abilities. All right, whoa, he just played the same thing we play. That's actually so cool. He probably plays the London normally, just like me, and dropped the eagle right behind it. I have nothing but full respect for that strategy. In fact, I'm going to do the same thing. He's probably going to think I'm copying him, even though I'm definitely not. Okay, we get knight to c3 without dropping the elephant, interestingly enough. Perhaps looking for this, and then takes. So I'll play c6 here, like a Slav, where bishop f5 happened and an eagle dropped in right behind it. Such a strange opening. We'll play knight to f6 and go ahead and just drop the elephant in right there. Ooh, h3 is interesting, because that's definitely something like a London, although knight to c3 makes it not So go ahead and play, what do we play here? Ooh, let's do this little trick again. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go eagle to e6 and hit the bishop. And maybe he'll just play like anything else. No, he doesn't. Okay, he defends the bishop and drops the elephant on d1, which is really interesting. I haven't seen anybody do that yet. Let's go ahead and develop the knight. Worst case scenario, we can always move the eagle back to c7. g4 is really aggressive. Let's go bishop e4. I'm okay with this trade because it centralizes my knight, hits the queen. Ends on my turn. Okay, even after g5, can I just take, and then take? Yes, I can. And yes, I will. Oh, that's material for me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's material for me. Yep. We picked up an extra rook in that exchange. I don't think he calculated that all the way through, unfortunately. We get the elephant to e3, which seems to disconnect the queen from the bishop. So, free bishop? Yeah, quite unfortunate for my opponent. He's playing decently quickly. Well, for a strange variant anyways. We get elephant to f5, clearly threatening the bishop. Oh, and it's kind of like a discovered attack as well, which is quite annoying. Is it defended if I just play here? If takes, and if takes, I just take back. Okay. Oh wait, what am I talking about? I can just take the queen with check. Oh goodness. Okay, we took the queen with check. Wow, I can't say anything about my opponent now after that performance. We'll go ahead and play bishop to f6. And again, every time a weird piece moves, I have to look at all of the weird pieces and like take inventory. Okay, we'll play e6. Yes. Kick the elephant. If it comes here, I play king to e7. No escape. Yes, yes. Oh, there's eagle to f4, I just realized, actually. But he doesn't play that. He plays the elephant to b7, so there was an escape. Oh, and I'm kind of low on time as well. Let's play queen b6. Oh, no, he can just take. It's like a rook. Oh, it's so much to keep track of. It's so much to keep track of. Okay, I'll go ahead and take. And it feels, there's like so much pressure when you don't have a lot of time left. Let's play this. Get rid of that eagle. We pin it to the king. He has to take, and we can take back. I mean, of course he can defend it, but that's a trade that I'm going to accept every day of the week. Now we'll go ahead and target that f4 pawn as well. Okay, bishop to d3. Oh, the bishop! What am I playing? Oh, I'm playing abysmally. The craziest thing after all of that, I'm still up a rook. I don't deserve to be up a rook, I'm going to be honest. I don't deserve to be up a rook. Let's play this. I just realized I could have taken that as well. But we'll give him an opportunity to defend that, so we can play b4 and take on a2 instead. Okay, b4. How do you defend a2 now? You don't. You play knight to e2, okay. I'd rather trade it for the bishop, double your pawns, and then I'll go ahead and pick up a2 as well. Maybe we can get this... free rook? No, no free rook. Let's try that again. Free rook? Please? I'm asking nicely. Don't make me just come and take it from you now. Okay, he's going to make me come and take it. Let's play c5. c5 will recapture with the knight, or we'll just take the pawn, sure. And let's get the knight into the game. Hasn't been doing all that much. That's check. Oh, and it picks up the b4 pawn. How unkind. Let's play this, hit the knight. Okay, we'll hit the knight again. We are going to insist that it vacates its post. And he's going to insist that it doesn't, but that's just a fair trade, and I'm still up a rook. So fair trades are in my favor here. Okay, b3 is targeted now, and if he defends it, I might even sacrifice the rook here. Yeah, this is just so completely winning that I can sacrifice the rook. Let's go pawn hunting now. Give me your pawns. That one's mine. This one's also mine, actually. And let's go ahead. Should I promote to an elephant for style points? It's not an easy question to answer. Yes, it is. Let's go elephant with check. Now I just have to make sure I don't stalemate him. All right, check again because it's an elephant. Yeah, now what? Let's bring the king over. I bet I could mate him with 2 elephants. Oh, that was a misclick. Let's do it. Or should we do an eagle and an elephant? Let's do a little combo. Combo action. Eagle and elephant. Let's go. Check. And it cuts off the king. Wait, how do you move again? Oh, like a knight and a bishop. That's right. Check. That's right. He walks it back. Let's go. Check. Okay, we'll defend it with the king. Yeah, so far so good. I just have to make sure I don't stalemate him. I've set the bar a little bit high for somebody who's hung most of these pieces. And then we'll go ahead and move it all the way down. We've cut off the king. Eventually, he won't be able to move down to a6 anymore. I assume I want my king over as well. Okay. Now, how do I actually play this? Play here to cut off this square, and then we'll play here to cut off that one. Okay, if I did it again, I would stalemate him, so I need to leave these two squares vacant. Let's play check. And now what do I do? If I play here, he can still play back. That works. Check. And mate. Nice! We got checkmate with the elephant and with the eagle. So that was the game that I was honestly looking for, and I'm really quite happy with that performance. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Leave a comment down below if I should do more of these variants, or if you know a variant that I don't know of, which is very likely, leave it down in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next one.